Hello, everyone. Out of 380 flamethrower operators sent to Iwo Jima, only 18 came back alive. Their average life expectancy on the battlefield? Just 4 minutes. They were known as the most terrifying and yet the most vulnerable weapon the Marines had. But their story is far more brutal than it sounds, and you're about to find out why. When people talk about the Pacific War, they usually mention Okinawa or Guadalcanal. But Iwo Jima, that was something else entirely. A tiny volcanic island just 8 square miles sitting quietly between the Marianas and mainland Japan. But in 1945, this small patch of black ash became one of the most important and bloodiest battles in U.S. military history. The Americans needed it for one reason: air dominance. B-29 bombers were flying missions to Japan, and Iwo Jima was the perfect spot for emergency landings and fighter escorts. The Japanese knew it too, and they were ready. But this time, they didn't defend the beaches. No. General Kuribayashi, knowing he couldn't win, took the fight underground, literally. He ordered over 11 miles of tunnels carved into the island's volcanic rock. Bunkers, pillboxes, machine gun nests, all interconnected, all hidden. Artillery was already locked onto the likely landing points, pre-sighted to the inch. No front lines, no safe ground. Just a web of hell waiting beneath the ash. February 19, 1945, the invasion began. Naval ships bombarded the island for days. When the Marines finally hit the beach, they thought the defenses were gone. But for the first hour, silence. Then, all at once, hell opened up. Machine guns, mortars, artillery, perfectly timed, deadly accurate. Thousands of Marines were trapped on open black sand, with nowhere to run, no cover to hide behind. But they kept pushing. And that's when the real nightmare began. Every position the Marines thought they'd cleared, the Japanese would reappear behind them. They were using the tunnels to vanish and strike again. There was only one weapon that could help clear them out: the flamethrower. The M2 flamethrower looked like a monster on a Marine's back. 2 tanks of thickened gasoline, 1 tank of compressed nitrogen, all connected to a hose with an electric ignition. Just 7 seconds of fire in total, that's all. You had to get close, grenade range close. And when you fired, every Japanese soldier in the area knew what you were and what you could do. So they shot at you first. Flamethrower operators carried 70 pounds of gear and were the #1 target. Capture wasn't an option, because death would have been mercy compared to what happened if they caught you alive. One Marine's weapon misfired as he reached a cave. 2 enemy soldiers dragged him inside. His squad could hear him screaming. For 2 full days. The M2 was effective but brutal, for both sides. Even Marines who survived never forgot what they saw. The fire didn't just kill, it erased. They developed tactics like the wet burst, soaking the target with unlit fuel first, then igniting everything at once. Inside a tunnel, temperatures hit 2,000 degrees. Oxygen vanished. Nothing survived. Eventually, the Marines brought in something even deadlier: the M4 Sherman flame tank. It carried 300 gallons of fire, could shoot 3 times farther and clear bunkers in seconds. But once it fired, it became a target for everything on the field. Still, flamethrowers, man or machine, were the only thing that worked on Iwo Jima. And they helped secure the island, at a devastating cost. If you want to hear more untold stories like this, subscribe to Missed Conflict, because history isn't just facts. Sometimes it's fire.